All students, are you able to hear my voice? Okay, so we'll start. Nimish, can we have you online?
Um, Hello, sir. Hello, everyone.
Nimish, if you can kindly switch on your camera.
I'm already in camp, sir.
Okay. So, Nimish, we welcome you back to the online session, and soon we'll be having you on the campus also for the recruitment process.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
students and faculties online, this is Nimish Anand. We don't need to introduce him. He's a very smart chap. And right now, he's acting as a recruiter. Once he was our student. He was the same as COP member and a very good person at heart. And he's been recruiting students from all over the campuses in India for Collabra. Right now, Nimish is the lead talent acquisition at Collabra, and he's a BTech computer science pass out from batch 2020. And today, Nimish will be clearing the air on the role of staffing companies in talent acquisition boom. So, Nimish, without wasting any time, I would like you to capture the platform and clear all the doubts, all the antiquities the students have regarding staffing and what do they need to understand in a staffing job. Please, Nimish,
Uh,
it's your platform.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the entire amity to calling me back, right? And giving me this platform where I can present, to all. Guys, I was a student like you, right? And I know these meetings can be boring when we show the presentations. This meeting can be something, yaar, mujhe bitha diya gaya. But there is a lot things which is going in the world. And when we go get exposure to that, you know, I was also like you all guys. Just wanted a job, wanted to get out of the college, do something big, travel the world, and where staffing played a very important role, right? So I hope you all can hear me. We will be having a lot of discussions across the session. I will be just sharing my screen so that just let me know if you all can see my screen once it's here.
All
Uh,
students, are you able to see the screen? Okay, Nimish, it's clear. You can carry
Great,
on,
sir.
please.
Okay. So, guys, when I was, we all will be sitting in the campuses and there will be someone or other one who will be coming and getting the recruitment part, right? But behind that, there's this big industry which is known as staffing industry. We all want to get into the development part. We all want to become a BA or a QA or, a full stack developer somewhere, or we might become an optical developer. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about this word as an optical developer, the person who develops my specs, someone you might all will be wearing. We have entire technology out there in the world. So to before we get into that, let me give you a quick introduction about me. So guys, I am working into a capacity of a lead talent acquisition where I take care of two people under me and I take care of the internal hiring of the company for US and Indian offices. I started my journey back in 2020, just after my pass out of my college. And a big thanks to Rajat sir and the entire SCOP people, who helped me in getting my first job just before completing my BTech, right? I joined my first placement through MIT and through Meditime. I'm really sorry, guys. And then I joined Collabra in 2021, March, and this has been one of the best journey I've ever came across through. I am not sure, guys, if you all can get unmute and tell me how many of you people want to get travel foreign, that too free of cost without any scam. I hope you all must might need to travel, but I have traveled it free of cost through Collabra. I tell about me. I love to talk to people, and I have been using, my expertise in bringing the people out there, right? And as I return back with my knowledge which I've gained in last 4 years, with entire my journey in the different companies, I'm gonna give it to you all guys. And I really want you to see multiple of you coming down to my company, seeing me, seeing yourself in face to face. So, guys, just to give you a brief about talent acquisition, this is a very big industry right now, and it has become one of the most crucial part of an organization. If the staffing industry would not be there, there might not be companies who might be able to run their manpower. There might not be companies who might be able to go and deliver their expertise on their timely manners. For example, today we all are sitting on a Zoom which is in head with Amity itself, right? There's a developer behind that. It can be a developer which can be on a payroll of Collabra, or it can be on a payroll of TCS, or it can be on a payroll of Amity itself. So where now staffing comes into a picture, right? Before we get into that, just want to give you a brief about talent acquisition is not just about hiring, right, guys? It's more about identifying the individual personality, identifying the right set of people who can come and deliver the 100% of expertise, right? It's about onboarding them, nourishing their skills, right? Nourishing their highly work performance out there in the market. Now, when it comes to staffing, right? And you have been hearing me staffing things. So from the starting of my journey, and you might have seen the invitation as well, which says staffing. So staffing is a culture, is I would say a new trend which is setting up in the market. It's not new. It started from world wars, guys. Let's take an example. We all are Indians, and I give this example to all my candidates, right? We all are Indian, and in the future we might have seen our chachus, our dads, our nanas, our dadus circling on newspaper that this is a new opportunity coming out. Please send your resumes. That has become more smarter now, right? And this smartness has come into an organization, manage their workspace needs, manage their full-time placement, or hiring someone for the part-time. Now, when I say part-time, we all have heard about a full-time opportunity and a contractual opportunity, right? So this is where staffing comes into a picture. Now, to give you an overview of this industry, right? Just see on the left hand side of the map, right? This is an industry of almost 207.2 billion, right? Before COVID, when the COVID was there, it got a peak, right? Now, guys, trust me on this part, it happens. You get that percent of amount what you are seeing on your boards. In my career of 4 years, I've seen people who have earning 3 lakh rupees per month as an incentives as well. I'm talking about this incentives, right? This is one of the biggest industry out there in US, because I was doing a research, right? And on that research, I came to know that 60% of people of US are working on through companies like Collabra, right? And out of the 60%, 45% people are still registered with Collabra and looking for their next job through Collabra itself. Okay. Now, some of you might be from IT, some of you might be from different industry, right? I'm a BTech graduate and I'm a tech savvy. If I tell you how good tech savvy I am, I'm not sure you have heard about it or not. There's a tool which is AI driven tool which captures all your meeting, what you're speaking, what you're not speaking. It's known as Petum. I take interviews of my candidate, and when I'm done with the interview, I get a summary of it, guys. This is how AI, a technology, has become a gig in the economics for us, right? I can name n number of platforms. If you are looking for a job, outside, Amity, you can see this. Naukri is getting AI. Your Zooms are getting AI. Your iPhones, right, guys, which you all want to buy next 2 years or a year or just passing out of the college, you all are going to be getting the AI. ChatGPT can give you anything right now. If ChatGPT would be in my area, I might be the top recruiter. And Rajiv sir, I know you are here. You might agree on it, right? So now, if I talk about more about technologies, my own company is also using a good technology which is known as Metal. Now, if I talk about Collabra, because I'm very well aware about the tools we use, we are using one of the top nourishing tools of the company. And you all, people might have heard about Metal. So Metal is the product which is made by Collabra itself. We have our own company called HiQ, which is one of the sister concern companies of this Collabra. They have made a tool which is AI driven and is providing the manpower across the globe. I have my entire another company, who we are the first company in India to open their AI office in Chennai. So if you might have not heard about it, Ascendion is one of our sister concern company, and this is one of the biggest startup in the US right now, which is $500 billion, guys. So now we are not just becoming a trend. We are trying to set up the trend, right? I have been telling you about tools. I've been telling you about talent acquisition. I've been telling you about values. But how does this has become? This has become an empowered by the current organization's values, cultures, and one mission that we want to become a best. Right? I would like to quote an example here. Years back, right, when Apple came and Apple decided that they're going to be launching a phone which will be different from everyone who it looks like. And then it became a dream for many of middle class people like me to get an iPhone. And then the trend started of getting iPhone getting converted into something new, something good, something best, and it changed the entire industry. Today we have an Android developer, an iOS developer, and a Flutter developer, right? Same way, if in that time, if someone might have come up and pitched to you saying that, hey, I'm going to be changing the industry of cell phones, right? I'm going to be changing the industry of, the looking of the cameras through the cell phones. I'm going to be changing the industry where you all people will be taking care of the one of the best securities out there in the world. We might have laughed on the person and we might have said him that, okay, we will see the future. And the future is here. One mission, and today we all are a tech savvy, and every 80% of people are using iPhones now in corporate, just for the security, not for the cameras. And this is a study by Times of India. If you go and read it out. Okay. Now, you all are going to be working on data. You all will be having one of the most utilized data analytics out there. Many of you want to be getting, want to become one of the persons who is मुझे डेटा एनालिटिक्स में जाना है, या मुझे डेटा साइंटिस्ट बनना है, या मुझे एमबीए करके फाइनेंस में जाना है. There is a vast data now which is available on every company. I myself hire people who have done Excel, who have done Power BI, who is good in Python, R. I hire people with this skill set as well, right? And in a staffing company. Okay. Now, what is the future of talent acquisition? We all are getting into AI now, right? And we all are getting developed through AI now. One of the most emerging technologies right now is AI. But where AI mismatched till now is understanding a human behavior. And where talent acquisition, or I would say recruitment, comes into a picture and play a very major role, where we as a company is giving you that benefit. We as a company is giving you the platform to come down and perform that skills. So the future of talent acquisition is in very safe hands because it's in hands of human itself. Now, I really want you to see this thing, Fortune 500. Now, someone who can get unmuted and tell me what is Fortune 500 companies?
Anybody wants to answer, please give a reaction. I'll unmute that person.
Okay. Okay. No worries. I guess you all wanted to get unmuted, but there is some restrictions. I understood. So basically, Fortune 500 companies are world's 500 companies out there. Google, Facebook, Accenture, Citibank, Bank of America, Starbucks, John Deere, right? Companies, companies like we can say T-Mobiles, companies like Apple. These all are Fortune 500. Now, what do they want? They want employees to complete their task on priority, right? Now once it's getting completed on priority, they what the person will do now, they either lay off them or they either keep them as a full-time employee to train other people, right? Now Collabora is a company which is a staffing company, comes out as a highlighted company and gives this positions. Now let's take an example. Companies like Mindlens, Dexian, Randstad, Aditi, Kelly, Alloys, these all are the companies, and if you see the head departments of this company, they all are collaborating. Now, why I'm not here to sell my company, guys. I'm here to give you a truth, a myth about recruitment में पैसा नहीं बनता. I'm here to give you that myth right now, right? Now, Collabora is a trendsetter. I have been using this word as a trendsetter. We are a trendsetter. Why? Because we are into this industry from last 25 years. We have provided digital IT solutions to the companies out there in the market. We have been working with them with 300 plus top-notch clients, which are globally present. 67% are from Fortune 500. We are based out in 3 countries, USA, India, Canada, and Collabora is into the business since last 25 years, guys. So it's not a new company which you all are going to be part of. It's not a company which is going to be just, oh yeah, it's a recruitment company. No, it's a trendsetter. And I'll give you a live example of my itself, right? When I joined this company, I wanted to do everything. I wanted to explore everything. I did IT, I did non-IT. I hired freshers, I hired experience, I hired a person, from big companies like McKinsey. I hired people from tech systems. I hired people from TCS. I hired people from, I'm sorry, from Shell as well, right? I've hired from these. And when I talk to these people, what they say is, Nimish, we have heard about Collabora and we have heard about the culture, right? I have visited Singapore. I have visited, what we say, Caribbean Islands. I have visited Phuket, Thailand, free of cost. I did not pay a single penny as well from my end. I'm one of the top recruiters of my team. I am one of the person who is earning the most incentive in my team, and I'm very proud of it. Just because Collabora gave me that platform. Now, there are multiple things, guys. There are KPIs, which is known as targets. Guys, if you do not have a target, you will not have that zeal to get something new. If you do not do something on timely basis, you will not see the growth as well. If you do not see the quality, if you do not bring the quality, guys, again, you bring one candidate, that will make an entire career. Now, how it happens is, let me give you a live example. Amazon as a company will come down and say that, hey, I need 5 Java developers. People like you, people like me will start looking for these people across the US region, Canadian region. And for example, guys, you all found one good candidate named Nimish. Now, Nimish is working on a contract of 6 months with Amazon. Meanwhile, you came to know that Meta is also hiring a Java developer with the same skill set. What you will say is, you will call Nimish that, hey, Nimish, the contract is getting over in next 1 month. Would you like to go and explore an opportunity with Meta? Nimish will never say no to it. So this is not just you're making a culture, you're making an entire community on your LinkedIn. I have recently hit 25K on my LinkedIn, which means I am an elite member of LinkedIn as well now. And no one taught me this. This was taught to me when I came down here and started working with Collabora, and I got to know the importance of LinkedIn itself, right? So overall, I would like to say that, talent acquisition is essential for aiming and thrilling the competitive market. And that competitive market which is created by the trendsetter, the collaborator itself. And guys, to give you a breaking news, right? I thought I would keep it for the end, but this is the right time which I should tell you. Hold your seats. Collabra is coming to Amity on 25th of September to hire people like you. Come down here in Baroda, meet me, become the part of this trendsetter, and I'm here to help you out, guys, because we are a family and I'm a family of Amity. And to give you one more icebreaker, guys, the head director of this company is an alumni of Amity itself. People like me, right? People like him are already here. And it's been 3 years I'm working with Collabra. I joined as an executive. I'm a lead right now. So overall to you guys, right? You have to decide your path. You have to decide, where you all want to go, right? I have a good time where I can spend with you all guys. This was from my presentation to give you a clear vision. I'm open for the questions now. Any questions now, guys?
Students, those who want to ask a question, please type it in the chat box.
Okay, Ayush, I got a question from your end. Which technology do you ask, or do you need to be prepared? So, Ayush, basically, if I talk about IT, you have to clear your basics, my friend, right? If your basics are clear, what C++, basic knowledge, that is the key skills. Okay, so that is something which will give you a boom out there in the market. And me, I was the worst technical student out there in my entire batch, but today I'm hiring some of the best people out there. Okay, I guess I got a message from Rajiv sir as well as a BTech student, non-technical role. Okay, so people who are from BTech or who are from other I would say region, right? They can explore a lot of opportunities out here, sir, because first of all, you get a different way of talking to different people. Your LinkedIn's, your social media will be filled with hundred of people who are out there. Just imagine, if you go on Glassdoor and if you see current reviews, there are people who have given review to me stating that I have been one of the best helper for them to look for a job. Just imagine a person of Google or from Amazon or from John Deep writes you that thank you. For example, let me take a rough idea like for Moksh. It's like, thank you, Moksh, for filling me this requirement. And Moksh, this name will be across the globe. People will see that a VP of Amazon has written something for Moksh. So this way you can build different paths in talent acquisition. But if you want to go out, we have profiles like employer relations, which is again a part of HR. We have profile of talent LNOD, which is learning and development. We have a different profiles, but majority of the task comes from recruitment, where you can explore all these opportunity in one. Okay. Satya, I got a message from you, moral down for not getting placed in last opportunity. How? Man, until unless you will not see a no, you will never see what is coming out. And to give you an Satya, is for you and for the entire people, when you have put these questions, I was not good in my curriculums, right? I was basic student. I was not itna bura bhi nahi tha, itna acha bhi nahi tha, right? So I got one opportunity, right? And I sat in 8 placement drives which came in Amity, and I did not miss any of them, right? Now, while I was sitting in that, we all know our MIT is very good with rules. Meditape took give me an opportunity to sit in the campus just seeing my hard work, because I was a SCOP member and I was taking care of the entire process, but I was not eligible also. Not being eligible in a company and just getting a place in the same company just because of my hard work. This is how a moral of my, even my moral was down at that moment of time. In 1 a.m. in the night, 1 a.m. the placement drive was going on. And I still remember her name, Kanupriya. She asked me that, Nimish, would you like to come into an HR department? I said, yes, I would like to come. So, Satya, there is no moral down. And if you are getting moral down, save my number, reach me out me on LinkedIn. We will connect over the Zoom. And it's just to be better. Give 200% of what you are giving. If you feel 100% is less, give 200%. If you feel 200% is less, give 300%. And if you feel it's still not going there, sit down, make some notes of yourself, and then sit on the front of mirror and talk to yourself. You will get an answer. So, Vedant, you have a question like talent acquisition. Yes, my friend. It's a target-based job. Not just this, but all the, if you see in the larger market, even IT jobs are nowadays target. If you do not fill these requirements, for example, if you want to develop something, right? We have a TET, which is known as turnaround time. If we do not complete that thing into within the TET, we have a fine in that as well. So yes, it's a target-based job, but targets are made just to give you the boost, just to make you understand more about the companies and all, and just to give you more realistic time to fill that requirement. And मैं किसी को भी ऐसा टारगेट नहीं दूंगा कि वो अचीव ही ना कर पाए, right? As a company, if I see, so all these targets are also achievable and very easily achievable. I have been achieving from last 3 years in this company. This is my 4th year running, and I will be achieving this year as well. Okay, Karthik, I have something from you as well. Okay, so Karthik, for management departments, we do have requirements, right? But we are coming here to hire for associate talent specialist, right? And when it comes to this, Karthik, I would say this thing that you're from management departments, or you are from the finance background, or you are from the background of BTech, BSc, or any sort of it. Talent acquisition is one domain where you can explore yourself, right? How? I will give you an example. Today, Karthik, you say that you're coming from a management department, means you will be good with numbers, you will be good with business developments, you will be good with understanding the business. Why not you join as a recruiter and become a non-IT recruiter and hire a people like same for our US offices, or hire a people same for Canada offices, or hire people this for our consultants as well, right? To give you an overview, guys, right, Karthik, thank you for bringing this question. You come from any department. What matter the most is how much you are giving yourself to become something new today, right? There will be opportunities out there, Karthik, and you can explore them. You can be part of the campus drive and you will learn more things about it. Okay, Satya, you have another question. What is the expectation from the company from us? Satya, if you ask me as a HR, loyalty is what I expect from everyone. But if you ask me as a friend and as a senior of yours, I would say what I basically expect from all my candidates is they're hardworking, they have a great mindset, and they should not be a good quitter. They should be the worst quitter of their life. Quitting can never be an easy. Quitting is a very easy tool. I quit, and the topic ends there. We all are from Gwalior. भाई माफी कर दे, लड़ाई खत्म वहां पे, right? Same way, when quitting is a very easy thing to do in our life. So what I believe is, an expectation of my company from you all is, give your 1 year to my company, and then you will never see anything going out of it. Any questions else, guys?
Nimish,
Okay.
one question is like these engineering students, you
Yeah.
are also from an engineering background.
Yes,
They
sir.
have a doubt like what is their prospect in case they are not into a technical job and they opt for a non-technical job. So what would be the future for them? So I would like you to clear this air about this technical and non-technical thing. So they are more apt towards participating in all the processes. Please.
Understood. So, guys, let's take an example, right? I am a BTech student, and from my second year of my college, I was very clear that I cannot be a coder. I can go into business development, I can go into something else, but I cannot be a coder. And this was shared to my mentor, and that at that moment, my mentor was Rajiv sir. And I was very clear to him that I do not want to go into an IT field. Now, why do we choose IT? Right? We choose IT for money, and that's fact. Let's talk practically. We all want to get into a big company just to make good money, right? Just to be a person, right? Who कि मैं करूंगा ये चीज, right? मेरे को पैसा आना चाहिए मेरे अकाउंट के एंड में, 1 लाख रुपए आना चाहिए हर साल महीना. I'm good with that, right? Now, when it comes to non-IT, there are different ways of doing it. You have a fixed CTC and then you have incentives, right? From incentive, you can earn up to 3 lakhs per month. How? Let me give you a myth breaker it is, guys. A developer and a non-IT person both earn same. How they earn same is, I am a recruiter right now, right? My fixed CTC is X, but whenever I place some candidate, I get Y as well. So X plus Y becomes my Z. That Z is my benefit. Now, if you see any of the big companies, right, which is coming out there in the market, right, which is coming out in your campuses as well. If you come out and see this thing, right, what happens is they give you a CTC. उस CTC में फिक्स्ड होता है, अलाउंसेस होते हैं, और उसके बाद होता है आपका एजुकेशन, उसके बाद होता है आपका ग्रेचुटी, एंड उसके बाद आपका आता है हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस. नाउ दिस लुक्स अ वेरी फैंसी CTC, राइट? 15 लाख का पैकेज लगा है मेरा. बट व्हेन यू कम डाउन, राइट, एंड व्हेन यू कम डाउन एंड स्टार्ट लुकिंग फॉर दीज थिंग्स, companies with person who are giving you additional medical, additional gratuity, additional incentives, additional facility to like stay or facility to do, that is the best company you have to choose. I'm not saying to choose Collabora. I'm saying you to choose a company which gives you a clear vision. And it's IT, it's non-IT, guys. You will make ample amount of money in the both things. IT वाला जो बंदा होगा बहुत अच्छा वो होगा, से बहुत अच्छा डेवलपर होगा, तो भी वो यूएस पहुंचने में 4 साल लगा देगा. एक नॉन आईटी वाला बंदा जो रिक्रूटमेंट करेगा या सेल्स में है, वो भी 4 साल लगाएगा यूएस जाने में, राइट? मुझको अगर फॉरेन का एस्पिरेशन है तो कैसे भी करना है वो मेरे पे करना है. I have to be the one who have to be dedicated, and it's on the individuality. And how I am using my IT skills, I'm using my IT skills by using the AI. I'm using my IT skills by giving that exposure to myself and my entire team right now. So so sir, it's a myth out there in the market कि IT वाला ज्यादा कमाएगा और नॉन IT वाला कम कमाएगा. I have seen people as well, from different zones. I have talked to these people as well on different meetings as well and different platforms as well, and I've seen this that they earn same what we are earning. Okay, Satya, you have one more question from me. Good question, Satya. Satya is asking a good question about how to focus on different things. Okay, sir, can we have Satya on unmute, please? Okay, I guess that will not be allowed. So okay, so Satya, when you're doing recruitment, right, what you have to see is first the candidate should be very good in understanding. As a recruiter, if I'm not able to make you understand my, no worries, man. Thank you at least joining from the class. सर इसको आज प्लीज अटेंडेंस देना। सो
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
इसको इनको आज अटेंडेंस मिलनी चाहिए सर, ओडी मेरी तरफ से।
ओडी मिलेगी पक्का। बिल्कुल।
So basically, Satya, let's take an example, right? I am a recruiter, and if I'm not able to explain my role, what I'm selling to you very specifically, you will never be interested, right? So you should take care of each and every small things. For me, if I'm going and calling someone right now, right, I give him entire details. What challenges will you face? What are the benefits when you join Collabra? What are the things which you need to improve while you're giving the interview? So I do not consider that person who I have just talked on a call as a a candidate. I talk to him as a friend. So the main focus for you is to make that candidate your good friend so that you can bring the best out of the best. Okay. Sandeep, even you have a question. Okay. Sandeep, you know, the best thing for either you're applying for IT or for non-IT student, right? You have to be smart to answer. There are two type of the way where the interview goes on. One, the way you wanted the person to ask you question, or second, other ways where the recruiter is asking you the question, right? So to let me give you example. Today, if you say some words just to become so fancy, I'll give you a live example. Today, I was talking to a girl, right? Her father is a doctor. And I asked her that, you come from a very healthy background. Why do you want to come for a job from a good city? She was from Pune. I can say that you can get a n number of. She was like, so, my father's a doctor and, he is not able to get a lot of things out here and he's getting retired. Now, I understood she's just trying to make me fool out of the bushes. I just gave her a clear example. I said, your personality right now makes me clear that you are looking something else and you're already exploring the market. It's just that you need an offer from Collabra so that you can boost your offer letter, right? Same way for me, except communication, what I look for the person is the body language, which is very, very important. Second, what I look out is the confidence. How confidently you are answering someone. Communication can be good for anyone right now, but body language makes a key, difference. For example, right now, if I might not take this session on my video cams, if I do not take this session on using my hand gestures, you might all feel that I am. I'm using my hand gestures just to make you all feel that yeah, I am with you, right? So this is how a body language speaks a lot out there. Okay, Satya, what you have to prepare is first of all, I would be really excited to see you part of Collabra, right? And for me, you can go through my LinkedIn, right? On my LinkedIn, there are multiple links available of my company, my website. Second, what you can prepare to if you want to join Collabra is why do you want to do? Aj, why is very important for any of the companies. Either there are big companies coming to you or a very small company coming to you or moderate company coming to you. If you do not have a why, right? Why we are doing this session, right? Why Sidhu sir introduced me? Why Rajiv sir is here? Why you all are here? If you do not have that why, you will never get to know about one thing. Why do you want to get into this? For me, my why in 2020, someone might have asked was, okay, I do not want to do coding. Today, if someone would like to ask me, what is my why to get into recruitment? Is I love to talk to people. I love to see that smile on someone's face when I give them a call and say, congratulations, we are gonna be giving you an offer from Collabra. That smile, that charm which comes on their family, that is something for me. That's my why right now. Currently, what my why is, and main important why for me is why I wanna make good money here. So, Satya, to prepare for Collabra, one thing you should have a very clear why you are joining talent acquisition.
He's
Guys,
asking a spiritual question.
yeah, Ayush, I was just reading. Ayush, my blessings are always with you, my friend. And always, just give it your 200%, guys, each and everyone, right? And Ayush, मेरी ब्लेसिंग से ज्यादा ना इस समय सबसे ज्यादा ब्लेसिंग किसी की आपको चाहिए तो आपके डिपार्टमेंट की है, राइट? सबसे ज्यादा उससे ज्यादा ब्लेसिंग किसी की चाहिए तो पूरा टीम हु टेक्स केयर ऑफ द प्लेसमेंट, everyone, guys. I am gonna say I have this time to give you, to tell you this. When I was into the scope, I never thought of, getting placed in any of the big companies. मैं सोचा था यार मिली तो मिले, नहीं मिले तो मैं सर के पैर छू लूंगा, स्कॉप ज्वाइन कर लूंगा, सर का टीपीओ वाली टीम ही ज्वाइन कर लूंगा रजत सर की. But this team, this I proudly tell everyone, whenever I'm on a call with candidates, one thing which is associated with me is now MIT for my lifetime. I am doing MBA also from somewhere, but I never tell that. Why? Because for me, MIT is something which is very, very close to my heart. And my own younger brother is working, studying in this college. So I'm proud of MIT, and Rajesh sir, thank you so much.
Nimish, also, like, these students would like to know how are Amitians, like, how does other students or other campuses or recruiters, how do they take as Amitians working in their companies? You might be might have visited many places, might have met many Amitians. So how
Yes.
do recruiters and companies take the students coming from Amity in their company?
Okay. So, guys, I'll give it, sir. This question is very, very good, and I would like to again quote an example in this, right? And why do we all buy iPhone? Because it's a standard of living now, right? Same way, all the recruiters out there in the market consider Amity as one of the most prestigious college out there to look out for our freshers. You know, when I'll give you a very, very small and very live example. When I joined one of the companies and I was giving an interview, and I told them that, hey, I'm based out of this city and I'm an pass out from Amity. And he was like, you're an Amitian? And I was like, yes, I'm an Amitian. So Amity is recognized as one of the top colleges, one of the top colleges out there in world now. It's not just India, guys. You see, there are multiple colleges, who gets open in Baroda as well. I have multiple colleges. I have multiple students, who comes from different big colleges, and to name them, we have ITM here. You might not know ITM is in Baroda as well. We have, Parul University out here. But the campus which we give, the campus placement which Amity gives, the nourishment which Amity gives, I'm not seen in any of the colleges. And I was talking to one of the candidates. I was hiring the person for the role of, EA, which is the, EA basically is a PA, right? PA of a big CEO, right? So I was talking about that person. I was talking to him and I asked him, okay, so he was just 2 years of experience. I asked him that, hey, how was your college life? What all was taught to you? Just to check, because he will also be part of something good for the company, right? So he told me that, my college used to start by this time. It used to get over by this time. I used to do this. I used to do this, and I was like, okay, but my college right now gave everything to me. From first year, I was learning behavioral to talk to someone. From my first year, right, I was talking about taught me like I was taught about how to speak to someone. From my first year, I was taught about how to present in Excel, how to present in PowerPoint, how to work on these things. From day one, I was presented about everything except my core education. And this is what Amity has played a really big role. From my dress up, what I should wear under my blazer, right? Or what type of specs I should use to look formal or informal, what watch I should wear, and thanks to and again a big thanks to Amity for making me a person who is coming out and representing Amity. And Amity Again, I'm very loudly telling this. Amity as a brand is known as one of the biggest brand out there in the market of talent acquisition. Okay, Love Kumar, I have a question from you as well. One of the best question I've got till now, right? First of all, Love, thank you so much. I guess it's a direct message, so I'm gonna read it in front of everyone. So Love says me, good afternoon, sir. Yesterday, me and my friends were talking like to get a job after achieving success. We will come back to Amity to recruit, and you are here now. It's giving me so cool vibes. I just want to ask that being a BTech student, how this job role will make a difference in my career. Okay, love to again. I love to give examples, right, guys? You might have got till now. So first of all, it feels so good to come back in Amity and hire people like you. I am already in contact with a lot of the people of Amities right now who is gonna be part of the process. So guys, you all know where to reach out to me. Either you can take my email ID from sir, my phone number, or you can reach out to me over the LinkedIn. Right now, how a BTech student can make their careers, right? Only BTech student knows the struggle of coding. Only BTech student knows how to be very, very smart in getting technologies driven. Today, if someone gives me a call and says me that, hey, I am, hiring I'm hiring for a .NET developer, and I ask him that, hey, how many frameworks have you worked on? What is the difference between .NET and .NET Core? It's we who can answer them, right? So the cross questioning which comes from an IT background, we can answer that, right? So people, students who are from IT, this will give you a boom, not to just practical knowledge, but to your core knowledge as well. Here also, guys, we use SQL to bring our data from our dashboard. आज मैं SQL तो use कर ही रहा हूँ, right? So BTech students play a very major role in getting into this difference of this in their career, because we as a person can go anywhere and do anything, and that is one of the most core part. And guys who all are on this platform and may plan to sit in my campus drive or may not plan to sit in my campus drive, but the MBA which I'm doing right now, which I was discussing few minutes back, is given to me by collaborators, that is of free of cost. So I am part of that as well. So now, love to end up your question, to summarize everything. A BTech student is the person who can come down and give you an exposure to anything. And getting into this career of your path, you will get an immense pleasure to work with on different technologies. You might get into any of the companies, do a Java development. Java development ke baad you might get a senior L2 engineer, then you will become L3 engineer, and then you will become president and all. But Java kabhi aapki life se nahi jayegi. Recruitment में Java भी मेरी जिंदगी में रहेगी, and it will be like .NET भी मेरी जिंदगी में रहेगी. मेरे पास SQL भी रहेगा, मेरे पास Power BI भी रहेगा. So it's like we all can understand what I mean to say, guys. We all have everything in our plate. One plate with cuisine all over the world. Okay, Pearl, you have a question. Pearl, first of all, this question, I feel very sad when someone asks me this. I really want everyone to tell you, words like anxiety, depression during placements is a myth. It's nothing like that, guys. There is one company, there is one recruiter, there is one state, one city, one country waiting for an individual who all are here on the call. If you are giving 100 of interviews, still you are not getting placed, give me a call, I will make you placed. But using words like these, trust me on this part, it's just overthinking what we all do. Is it I do not do it, even I do it. But all this comes in under one thing, is trust on the person you all are working along with. There is one day And Pearl, trust me on this part. This is the motto. When I was a part of the placements, I used to tell Rajat sir same thing. सर मेरे लिए एक कंपनी है जो सिर्फ मेरे लिए आएगी और वो कंपनी मुझे ही लेके जाएगी. And again it's thing. Meditab is there. Guys, I have placed my people who were not placed, through the campuses as well. I have placed people from ITM, MIT. I have placed people from, our own college as well into a company, and they're working with me right on Collabora. If you see, I can name them. Vishesh, Vishesh Tiwari, he's working with me. Namrata Yadav, she is working with me. I have Devan Saxena who is working with me, right? I have Twinkle Vijayan, who is again a Amatian. She is working with me. So guys, be very calm, be very composed while you're sitting in your placement drives, right? And sit with the motive. ये नहीं तो अगली कंपनी मेरे लिए ही आ रही है, right? So guys, like we have 3 minutes more. So I would like to share again a story with you all guys. I came to know that I'm gonna be getting this chance to deliver, this thing to in front of all of you, right? I was so happy that entire night I did not slept, stating, staying this thing कि यार कैसे करूंगा मैं, हो कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं कर पाऊंगा, will I be able to clear all your doubts, will I be able to clear it or not. And today in the morning when I was coming down, getting ready, coming down from my room to to get on my bike, I was like, yeah, it's a dream. I used to be at all your places, right? And I used to have these things, या कोई बोल रहा है मैं कब इस कॉलेज में वापस आऊंगा, कब मैं अपने कॉलेज में कुछ कर पाऊंगा. And guys, thank you so much for being a very good, I would say participants, asking a lot of questions. I still feel there are multiple people who have questions and they are not able to, give it in front of everyone. But trust me on this part, guys. You can feel me to reach out on any of the social media platforms. You can take my number from Rajiv sir. You can take my number from Dilip sir, Sidhu sir. You can take my number. I'm open for all your calls, your WhatsApp messages, your LinkedIn messages, or even on Instagram. So thank you so much again, Amity, for bringing me here. Thank you so much, Rajiv sir, for playing a very big role in my career. Thank you, sir.
Rajiv sir, you want to write a message for Nimish? Nimish, we are very proud, like
Thank
to
you,
have
sir.
you back as a recruiter. It's a life-changing opportunity now for the students also to meet you. And this was my time when I joined Amity. I met you and you got placed. So
Yes, sir.
both you and your brother both got admissions when I was in that admissions office. I met
Yes,
your
sir.
father both the time. So I am very happy. Like all the students do well in life, have a person to follow, a person to understand a person, and it's a very good thought that you also guide others, you help others, not being a student who is like in very anxiety, he might do some other things, but he's helping other students make up their life. It's a You are one of the stories we can tell to other students in Amity right
And I'm sure, sir, my entire panel is telling the same story. पढ़ाई करो ना करो, please जरूर हो जाना.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. Soon we'll have you in the campus and all the students will like to meet you.
For
Thank
sure,
you
for
very
sure.
much for your time. Thank you very
Thank you
much
so
for
much,
the
sir.
session.
Thank you so much, sir.
And we'll again think of again a very different topic with you again. And
That's it.
we'll get all the students online to understand like there are many students who are not able to ask the questions.
Yes,
I
sir.
still think that what will be our future, they are very stressed out, they are thinking something else. So again, we will try to have a different session in which you can guide them how
That's
to maintain their balance, how to keep their nerves cool before placement.
Right. So, sir, even I'm adding my email ID here. If anyone want to reach out to me personally or
Yeah, sure.
professionally, right, they can reach out to me on my official email ID. Plus, guys, just give me a minute. I'm also adding my. Okay. I'm also adding my LinkedIn ID here so that if you feel anything, you all can reach out to me stating that any help, guys. Again, I'm saying you, any help, I am here to help you out. कुछ भी शेयर करना है आप लोग मेरे पास आ सकते हो. And here comes my love. I will be coming with an open arms when it comes to MET. So make sure that whenever I'm coming, I am not here just to, guys, again, love and everyone. I'm here to hire n number of people to become a future leader where I'm sitting today and expressing myself, right? So, guys, I will be coming with open numbers, and to give you that numbers, it's secret, but I'm coming with 50 open positions in MET.
Great. That's great. Okay, Nimish, take
Thank you
care.
so much.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
you soon.
Same here, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for the session.
Thank you.